morning. We, the students of Class 12 PCL of Greenland Public School, Jharkhand, Lucknow, today present this problem of commodification of education in the Indian education system. The commodification of education in India has led to significant challenges including inequality and limited access for many. This presentation explores the rise of private education, its impacts, and proposes a solution based on the banning of private institutions and the upliftment of government funds. The commodification of education refers to treating education as a marketable product rather than a public good. This shift has led to education being driven by profit motives, often prioritizing wealthier families and sidelining equitable access for all students despite constitutional guarantees. The private education sector in India has rapidly expanded due to increase in due to demand for quality and gap in government services. Despite this growth, private institutions often charge exorbitant fees, limiting access to families with lower incomes and increasing education-related financial pressures. The rise of private education creates a divide where students from affluent backgrounds are better educated than those who cannot afford such schooling. This deepens socio-economic inequalities and restricts opportunities for low-income families to access quality education. Furthermore, the relegation of government schools to a last resort for all but the poorest families results in the degradation and eventual collapse of these systems through underfunding and social stigma. Private education amplifies inequality by favoring students from wealthier families, leading to unequal learning opportunities and reinforcing social stratification. This disparity undermines the principle of equal education for all. A significant quality gap exists between private and government schools. While private schools often boast better infrastructure and teaching, government schools tend to lack resources, negatively affecting student outcomes across socioeconomic groups. The commodification of education imposes a significant financial burden on many families, especially those from lower and middle income groups. High fees in private institutions makes education less accessible, forcing families to spend beyond their means or compromise on the quality of education their children receive, deepening economic stress and inequality. Banning private education aims to redirect resources towards strengthening public schools, ensuring equitable access to education for all. This policy addresses systemic inequalities by eliminating profit motive and focusing on education as a public good, fostering social inclusion and learning opportunities. Examples and case studies. Several countries have experimented with limiting private education to enhance public systems. Notably are the Scandinavian countries, Canada and other developed countries across the world. These case studies demonstrate education quality and access when governments invest in private public schools with regulated fees and subsidies, providing evidence for India's policy consideration. Potential challenges and criticisms. Opposition to banning private education often cites concerns about reduced choice and potential strain on government systems. Successful implementation requires clear and careful planning, transparent governance, and phased reforms to address these challenges without compromising educational standards. Enhancing government education facilities. Improving government schools involves investing in infrastructure, teacher training, and technology integration. Emphasizing curriculum relevance and student engagement fosters an environment where public education can compete with private alternatives on quality and outcomes. Progressive fee structure based on income. A progressive fee model charges fees according to the income of the family, ensuring affordability while generating resources for school improvements. This approach balances inclusivity with sustainability, making education accessible without compromising quality. Subsidies and support for low-income students. Subsidies and targeted financial help remove barriers for economically disadvantaged students. These measures promote equity and inclusion by providing all students the opportunity to benefit from high-quality education regardless of their financial background. The commodification of education in India has widened inequality and limited access for many. Banning private education combined with robust government investment and progressive fee policies offers a viable solution to create a more equitable and high quality education system, ensuring that all students can receive their full potential.